afternoon. Not a very nice Sunday. Right, we're into office. Look at my window, look. Smashed. Now it's filling up with water. Not cool. I need to do something in here. It's I got all my junk on the floor. I need to tidy it up a little bit. Got all my mugs on here, but can't really see them, and they're close to falling off. Coffee machine needs to go to work. These are old now. Did these. A lot of what I've sold I've removed off the wall. I think one we sadly lost. Two actually, because that's the one. It was those two, funny enough, to the Fox. Sold quite a few of these, so I don't really like these. They weren't very good. I'd rather have them in a book. So what I want to do is, this will be out of date in another month's time. I just generally got to tidy up. I need a cork board in here as well. So I'm going to move my little map down to here, just like that. And actually I might take that to work and put it on the office wall. So yeah, got to take these down. Stupidly, I stapled them. So obviously when I remove them, it then leaves the bloody staples. What a tit. Still haven't done the trim work around the ceiling. Jeez, got pulling my finger out. I'm terrible for finishing stuff. So yes, I'm gonna get that done. So what I've got indoors, if I fly indoors, junk everywhere. Excuse washing machine. So cheap frames from Amazon, a couple of quid each. And then I've got all my Koi Talk magazines. Right, dogs. So I've subscribed to this since it started, and I've only ever read one copy. I keep saving them to when I've actually got some time, but trying to find time to stop and read is not easy. So what I'm going to do is, I've seen quite a few people taking the covers off, sticking them in a frame, because they're stunning, the old magazines. They're well put together, really nice. So yeah, we're going to choose. I've chosen my favourites. So I've got 12 frames to start with, and then we'll just get them in there. So yeah, I'll join you back in a minute when I've done it, or fucked it up. All right, there we go, just cutting them out. It's not easy because they're not stapled. They're actually really nicely put together with glue. So you have to just be a bit careful when you're doing it. But yeah, sharp knife, ruler, old cutting board, and cut away. Right, all old certs are off the wall. I'm going to try and leave the staples in if I can, because I'm lazy like that. So there's all the, so I've done, I bought off Amazon, I think they were 2 packs of 6 for 20 quid. Got my mugs there, I need to do something with them as well. 2 packs of 6. I can only get 10 on a wall. So what I want to do is carry one and then carry them on that wall. And then I don't know what I'm going to do after that. I don't really use the whiteboard. But yeah, the map will come down and they'll just carry on. But yes, I can get 5, and then I'll get probably 3. So what's that, 16, so that'll do for now. What I'm trying to do is be a bit logical. So what I've found is I found the centre point of the one that I want. And then what I've done is I've marked out on my dirty old level, get out of focus, I've just marked out the centres, and it says measuring on the wall. So I can line the level up and then just dot them where I need to. But I'm going to screw some screws in now and we'll see. Look at all of those staples. First wall, done. So they're not all dead straight, but I ain't that fussed because they're going to get knocked about anyway. But yeah, on to this one now. Whoa. Right, evening all. Mass panic, getting dark outside. So I ordered this from a little while ago from Cuttlebrook. So last purchase of the year. But yeah, been waiting. It was meant to be here. So it was sent out last night, meant to be here by 1 o'clock guaranteed. Didn't get it. It's literally just turned up at 4:20 So we're going to get it down, get it in the bowl, get it acclimatised and then get it in. But I'm really looking forward to this one. Who's it, Ted? Right, just while I'm on it, just before we put it in the bowl, it's worth saying, so Cuttlebrook Koi, although this was late, that's not their fault, it's the delivery companies, but they have been in contact with me all day just to make sure that everything's all right. Whether the koi's arrived, when it hadn't arrived, they were straight on the phone searching for it. Packaging is first class. You get your acclimatisation, or whatever the word is, acclimation document, your purchase document, and everything is Really, really nicely boxed. So I'm going to get it in the bowl. But yeah, although the delivery's a bit late, Cuttlebrook, they've been first class, bless them. So it's in there. I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll leave it 5 minutes. All the others are like, ooh, what's going on? But yeah, it's looking as good as I hoped it would. There it is. Looking all a little bit shell-shocked. All in one piece, good condition. So it's about 55 cm this one. Just a Ginrin Chag. Like I say, looking very sorry for itself. But yeah, just gonna let it sit for a minute, calm down, and we'll get him in. But it's a shame it's not daytime, so I can show you the Ginrin scales on it. But yeah, you have to take my word for it. I'll get some pics during the daytime at some point. Yeah, nice big head on it, big shoulders, nice symmetry. Yeah, I'm happy. It's not so happy. You're getting a bit of that Ginrin coming through, look. But yeah, I'll have to show you properly in the daytime. Welcome to your new home. Don't want to get out of the sock now. Come on, mister, out you come. There we go. Where's he gone? There he is. And off he goes. There we go. Hopefully he'll be happy. Morning all. Bonjour. Right, couple of things come in the old postlet. Got myself a mini hose. I've got mini hose. I got mini hose in different area codes. So just a 10 metre one, just sit in the filter house. Has a slightly smaller hose on it. It's quite cool, isn't it? Happy with that. But the main thing, box is in good nick. So I spoke to you a couple of times. Let's get this bad boy open. Right, let me get it open. I'll come back to you. Hang on. Right, sorry about that. I meant to say actually, excuse washing machine noise. And Ted faffing around with all the boxing. So this is the new and improved Draco drum. So what I'm going to do is get it out. So I've got some swapping over to do. So Tony at Draco has kindly sent this to replace the existing one that I have, which is obviously now the older version. So this one comes with some key changes and features. So what I'm going to do is get it up onto the kitchen table and then I'll give you a quick run through. First and foremost, so obviously my plate will bolt onto this. But yeah, it's got a nice smiley face on it. So this is white because mine will come off. This will come off and mine will go on. So obviously my one is black. So the new improved model, so you're not going to see it too well while it's on here, so I'll show you more once it's fitted. But we've got additional jockey wheels in place to keep the drum steady. We've got, again, excuse rubbish, we've got new external motor. We've got, you're not going to see it again, you might see it actually down here, you will do. So the new style float switch, make sure we take that lackey band off. So it used to be 3 jockey wheels on these, so I think it was it 2 on top, 1 on the bottom, or can't remember which way now, but it's got 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on bottom, 2 on top. What else has changed? So we got all new bracing. I want to be very careful of this, so again I'll show you more. But if I was to flip up slightly, so you'll see across the front there's no new bracing. The electrics have been moved to the back. There's that float switch that you can see. Yes, it's a far more rigid unit, and that's clearing the weight. Yeah, significant difference from the old to the new. Also, see these feet now sit semi-recessed to give a bit more stability. So I actually added a bolt on mine. Tony spotted that. So what he's actually created is, yeah, rebaited legs. So they don't actually, so they'll sit up against the side. I'll show you again when we set it up. they'll sit on the side and yeah, can't physically move. So yeah, happy with that. Let's get it out there, get it on the machine. But before we can get the new one installed, we got to get the old unit out. So I'm going to very quickly do that. I'm not going to video it because you saw me fitting it before. And then what I'll do is I'll get the new one installed and then just show you it then. But, just giving the pigs some food, so they're all down the bottom eating. But yeah, so I'll get this off, get the new one in. Means I get to give my new drainage a good whirl, make sure it's working good. Because the first thing I've got to do is I've got to drain. So shut the bottom drain off and then empty the Nexus, the inner chamber. So yeah. Williat's on again. That's going to take me probably 20 minutes, quarter of an hour. So I'll do that and I'll come right back to you. All right, look at me drain. 9,500 litres per minute. And it's coping. Hey. Look at it. Happy with that. And it's all soaking away. Which is brilliant. Brilliant. I'll tell you what. Old Mr. Fox is getting very, very smart. He's one step ahead of me all the time. So he knows if he takes a shit on something, I got to clear it up. So that means getting the poo bags out for the dogs, clearing up the tub, and then ultimately giving it a hose down. Check this out. Hose reel. How clever is that? He now knows that I am in a catch-22 position. Sly Mr. Fox. Well, it says the old one with the bits removed. They're on table. I've just washed bits off. So this was emptying for some time. Obviously, we're being turned off at the wall, so you'll see inside just how they work. So the water comes in via the inlet, which would have been on the front, and then in this case it's a 58 micron drum around the edge. Yeah, it basically all gets caught inside, and then obviously as water can't transfer through here anymore, the water drops down on the outer, and that triggers the float switch. see how manky it is inside. Obviously it would have then done a wash, and you can see just how much crap they take out of the pond. But yeah, so I'm going to get the new one down here on the table, because it's important you keep stuff like this flat. I mean, this one's coming out, but the new one, I'm being careful to keep it sitting on its top so it's perfectly square all the time. Got my bolts and that. Yeah, got an audience. Right. Oh shit. Sorry. Got the man flu. So just swapping over. So I've swapped the waste tray over, swapped the bottom section over for the inlet. I'm just going to do the legs now. So on the old ones, Tony had noticed that I'd had to, because I'm quite low down in the water, so obviously the lower down the better, more water's got to travel through the sieve section of the drum. I had to put an extra screw in because you get a bit of movement on these. Obviously it's under a lot of weight. So what Tony's done to make things different, I'll show you going on in a minute, is obviously this is the same bracket, pretty much the same. These are slightly smaller, so it sits into the drum easier. But he's actually rebaited them, so it's like almost like a tenon joint, I suppose. So what happens is that now sits on the edge, and it can't physically move because of that that rebate in there. So no, really happy with that. So it saves putting the extra bolt in and drilling to old. So I'm just going to change these over. Well, take the bolts out of these, so I need the washers, and then stick them on, and then we're good to go. Right, there we go, all fitted. It's taking me about an hour, I suppose. I'll stop for lunch. Oh, excuse me, I'm hot now. Alright, so it's all in. So changes that I've had to make to get the to retrofit the new model is the water feed comes in on a different, because of the external motor. So before the water went out, so I've had to change that around because my feed came across. So I've had to just move that around with a couple of extra 90-degree elbows, so it's nothing disastrous. And obviously the controller box, because of where the water now runs, the controller box is actually on the side. But what this does mean is it's less susceptible to moisture, so that's fine. You can now see in there's that new float switch, which is down at the minute. And then all of this, see, you wouldn't have had any of this before, so this is all new bracing. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, the existing lid fits, which is great. So I'm just going to set up I'm going to get the pond filled up and then set up my float switch, and then we can turn it back on. But everything is still running exactly the same as it was. That goes for my cleaner, my pump for cleaning. My thermometer's out of water. So I thought it was a bit low. It's getting cold. Right, anyway, so yes, I'm going to finish getting this done up. So you can see as well in there, I mentioned the jockey wheels, there's one there and one this side now, which you can see. Keeps the drum nice and steady, keeps it tight against the seal, the rubber seal. But yeah, let's chuck some water back in the pond and we've got jobs are good. Right, another quick little job to do. So obviously the pond's lit, the light's up there. You know my issue with fox turd specials, so when I come around here at night, because the light is facing down on the pond, this bit is pitch black, so I never know whether there's fox shit here or what. Lots of footballs, but not sure about fox shit. So what I want to do is just fit a light up on there, just behind the door. I don't want it too bright, but enough to just light up my way. So cheap Amazon light, 10 quid, two-way junction box. So I'm just going to take the feed off of that one, because that's all done by remote, and then obviously when I turn my remote on, let's turn that down a bit. I don't know if it be in this video or another one, but I'm literally just topping the pond up from fitting the new drum, the Draco. Sorry, dropping. I'm just waiting for my water level to get up. Oh, not far there, look. About another inch, I suppose. Everybody's happy in there. So yeah, just going to quickly chuck this light up. Like I say, that runs to a remote. Wi-Fi remote in there, and then goes up and around. No, it doesn't, that's rubbish. Goes, where's it go? There it is, there. So it goes down. Oh, it goes down, that's annoying, and then across to the pond. So I'm gonna have to take a feed off of it and see where we go. All right, but it'll go up there. Ta-da! Now there's not a fox poo I'm not gonna see. Oh yes, but look, if there was a turd there, I'd see it. There. You can see all the turds, and I can see down the side of my, don't look down there. So yeah, as I say, it's just need to put a bit of sealant around that when I got it out next. Stop any water tracking back, but it's just wired. So outside junction box 1 into 2. And it's just fitted to the remote, which then runs to the main light and to the light above me. Great. But yeah, fantastico. Happy with that. Right, tidy up. Right, there we go, guys. So that is Draco fitted. I showed you the other bits in there, didn't I? But I got the cover back on. I've not cut it out brilliantly, but that'll do. It's all wired up to the control unit. Just waiting to see when its first clean kicks in. Give me a rough idea of what I've got to do with the float switch, but yeah, touch wood, it's all in there. Like I say, I could do with cutting this out really, but as it is giving the pipe work some protection. Everything else on the back's cut out, so I'm probably just going to leave it like that. I think just check that I don't get too much condensation building up on the back. So obviously with the temperature changes, it's important that any warm water, if the room's not heated to the temperature of the water at least, you tend to then get your condensation build up, which I'm fully aware. There we go. I'm going to get in here because the room's not heated, but you want to try and limit that as much as possible, and covering things like the Nexus does work. What I might do is actually get myself a half decent sheet to stick in here. Oh, cable tie. What is cable tie? Let's put that somewhere safe. Save the world with them things. Right, temperature's up at 10.2. And I'm going in for my din-dins. It's Sunday, so back to work tomorrow. Break light, that's my halo. Right, I'll catch you soon. Leers.